Flag Assassin is going to be kicking off very shortly. A lot of people stuck around that didn't make it through phase one because just now they were like, if you're in phase two, come on down. And only about, 40% of people wandered over. And I know there's some spectators here, but still plenty of people that we know were competing in phase one, sticking around. And I love to see that, right? This is, I feel like, an event. There could be some live reaction, some cheering, some crowd noise. And that's what fires me up.
Well, as the audience saw earlier, too, the map of where everyone's, competing, where they're coming in from.
Yeah.
All over the world, right?
over.
So you're gonna fly in, the logistics of, let's say you fly into DCA, hour to get out here from there.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
I found that out today.
Yeah, you're gonna run, and then an hour later you're gonna go home. No, you might as well stick it out, hang out for the day, have yourself a day, enjoy the festivities. It's unlike any event I think any of us have been to, and I'm certain that's the case for most of the attendees. So might as well stick around and hang out.
Absolutely. By the way, chat, let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to know.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Yeah, where are you guys from? We'll tell you guys where we're from.
Yeah,
I'm from Chicago. Born and raised, grew up there my whole life. It's pretty awesome out here. This is a very different environment. We don't have mountains there, just buildings. So this is definitely new. Everything is flat there.
Colorado, North Carolina. I got a bunch coming in here. Maryland, love it.
NYC.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zach?
Yeah, originally from Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh,
okay.
But I've lived out in Washington, D.C. for the last 6 years.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah, so, yeah. Midwesterner at heart, right?
Hey,
There you go.
gotta love the Midwest,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
heck
great out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we get to me, you can see on your screen right now, oh my goodness,
looks so
everyone is
cool.
assembling. I love the drone footage today. It's absolutely phenomenal, and we're going to have all sorts of footage for you guys, close-up, wide shot, drone. It's going to be an amazing, amazing phase two to cover. But yeah, so the field judges will be out there helping out a bunch, so there are going to be actually a ton of referees being able to chime in, help out.
A lot of refs,
I think with those new updated rules, if you're friends with people and you can do some teamwork, huge advantage, quite frankly.
The biggest advantage here is going to be working in a team.
I didn't hear a question. I mean, I've been talking to you guys for a bit now, and they've still been filing some questions. I haven't heard a question about like sharing flags. Grab a flag, hand it to your buddy. I don't know. Like that's kind of cheating to me. But that's pretty interesting.
Sounds like something that he wouldn't say, but something you could do.
I actually think
Absolutely.
that that's a good move because here's
Oh
the
no,
thing.
I
If
dropped
you-
it and handed it to this
You're
guy.
right, yeah.
Like,
If you want your friend to make it through, and let's say I'm just more physically dominant than my friend.
now we need 4
4
points,
points, not
not
5.
5.
4 points.
It's getting
Not
Developing.
even
5.
easier.
We got to remember, these are still the first 100 exams, so things are changing a little bit as
In
we
real
go.
time.
We are going to update you guys to the best of our abilities. That's what we're here for.
Everyone that's watching, all these guys on the sideline, huge advantage. Everyone's stretching out in the field ready for the battle. They don't know what's really coming. I mean, I know there was a lot of questions, a lot of answers that we were given by the examiners, but really, the people that are on the sidelines are going to have a massive advantage for next round, the next heat, to see what happens. You can see everyone lining up, a lot of people going shirtless.
Man, this is
They
gonna
had
be
to, one quick rule, they had to, you'll see on the field of play, they had to have their initial flag as a tail behind them. So every
Yes.
single contestant should be starting this round with the flag behind them, draped as a tail. Ooh, look at this guy, swing and
yeah.
kick.
That certainly is not allowed.
That's aura.
That seems egregious to me. Can't throw that.
If it came in contact with another competitor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, then you're going home.
Yeah, freestyle it, that's chill.
They're going home at that point. They're getting ready. They're setting up. They're finding their places. If I was on the field right now, I would be aiming for the edges of the field. That's the place to be.
And you
In
can
a competition like this, if you're in the middle,
Trunky's
there's
out
more
there.
people surrounding you.
Trunky, he won.
You want to be in a spot where you can see in front of you and you know there's nobody behind you. I would be going for the edge.
And he's with people, too, guys. You can tell, just from the overhead shot we had a moment ago, here we are again. Yeah, there's people, there's little groups, there's little pockets of people. There's some people out on their own, some people are with others.
Yeah,
These guys warming up.
locked in.
Bringing out the
We
aura.
got Leorio dripped up. He is clean. Clean. Shout out my boy Leorio in the chat.
From the overhead shot, it really does feel very spread out to me.
Yeah,
a little
it is.
more spread out than I was actually anticipating.
It's more spread out than it looks from this angle, actually.
Matt, the
Yep.
examiner, said that it was going to be about 70 people per heat. It's like, really? That's 70 people?
Yeah,
Beats me.
it's spread out. It's very spread out here.
Yeah, and they remember the
The
clock
drone
starts
shot
in
gives-
about 12 minutes.
Oh, man, this is going to be great. This is going to be great.
It is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to hit go on phase 2 Assassin.
I'm going to come out on the field and blow the horn to start this thing. Hey, Dan, I need a timer out here.
All right. We got it started. It has just gotten popping. It is intense. They are moving already.
Yep.
It seems at this point, it looks like the strategy is to stay moving.
Oh, massive move there. Such aggression.
Nobody is staying stagnant.
Haven't seen a flag yet come off. Haven't seen a flag yet come off.
They're being very, very cautious, but still staying moving at all times. Nobody has really just taken a second to look at the field. There's a lot of light jogging going on.
This is what comes into play that we talked about earlier. The balance between offense and defense. If you're getting close to someone being aggressive, you have an equal amount chance of getting a flag ripped away from you, and then you're at 0.
Oh,
and that's where you don't want to be. You
nice
don't want to be at 0.
Nice try right there.
And as this goes on, like how desperation sets in. You know, we're coming up on 1 minute in. This is a 12-minute endeavor here,
and they're fighting.
I don't know that we've seen a flag get captured.
Here we go. Here we
go.
Oh,
got
him.
You got to speed it up, man. You have to be faster than that. This is
than
not about slow and steady. That was phase 1. Phase 2 is all about quick, speed, burst, agility.
You have to watch your back. Like, you have to watch your back.
Here we go. Hand to hand.
Uh-oh, here we go.
He's got him.
A lot of smiling, though. Everybody's having fun.
Yeah, not a lot of teamwork happening so far. I don't see any cornering of any kind.
I would love to see that, though. That would be fun. Okay, good amount of action. They're starting to slow down.
I mean, you don't want to wear yourself out, right? If I'm one of these guys, I'm not trying to like sprint around the field just for no reason.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not. At this point, I don't think that would even be conducive.
So, reminder to everybody watching, too. Everybody in orange, that's an examiner. They're all out there.
Yeah, right. The bright orange, those are examiners. Those are those field judges that are going to help out, keep this even and keep this fair.
Not a good day to wear orange as a hunter.
It actually might be the best day to wear orange.
Might be actually. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Let us know in the chat, your friends and family, who you're rooting for that's out there right now fighting for flags in phase 2 Assassin.
Yeah, who are we rooting for, chat? Who are we rooting for?
I believe we do not have one person that's gone to the safety zone quite yet. I have not seen one person go to the safety zone.
Trunky has gotten his tail stolen.
Phase through to phase 3.
But he still has the opportunity to make it up. He can find someone else's. People are starting to walk a little bit more. They're getting tired.
2.5 minutes into this first heat, there's going to be 4 of these for phase 2 of the Hunter exam.
I am starting to question how many actually end up with 4 total points. Is it going to be, hey, we call it at 12 minutes? What time are we at, Zach?
We're at 2:40.
Okay, we still have a bit of time.
As I say, it's a long time. 12 minutes is a long time.
But it kind of feels like if I was out there, I could be sitting there picking dandelions and no one's really coming at me that much.
And then lock in at the end.
Nice steal there a moment ago.
You got to lock in at the end.
Some people looking lost.
Oh, we got a lot of cheering. It's getting intense.
Yep, it's hyping up. It's hyping up.
They're cheering. Gabiru.
This guy with the tattoo on his back left shoulder, he has been running a lot.
Doesn't have his flag.
Ooh,
doesn't
a little
have
discussion
any
happening with the field judges. You never know.
We got some controversy.
Oh, it's getting
some big plays happening.
The crowd here is going crazy.
Oh, great steal there. Absolutely amazing steal. Directly putting it right on his belt, exactly how you're supposed to do it, and keep moving, keep going.
Chat is getting wired in. They want to compete. Their training arcs are beginning. This is really putting a lot of fire under a lot of people.
Like I said,
here we go, face off.
It is unclear to us right now, based on what we can see, who has come to safety yet, if anyone has gone to the safety zone and is passing on to phase 3. But we will give those updates when we have them.
As soon as we get them, you guys will find out.
Big play by him.
Here we go.
We got 2 flags.
We got 2 flags. Nice work.
That's a good side-by-side of us, guys. We're just as locked in as you are at home. We're just trying to take in the action just like you are.
This is intense.
And we know about as much as you know at home in terms of what's going on.
Those guys getting helped up. Oh, he's sitting on his flag. Great strategy, laying down on his flag. Absolutely love it. Oh,
I'm not crazy about
Hey, man, holding on to the flag. Not, whoa. Holding, keeping it tight up against him. That's not a swipe.
No.
You can't stick them to your leg. You can see how spread out it is from the wide angle.
It seems like people are starting to make it through, and the people are going down.
3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes.
How does that
They
align?
really shortened the time.
Yeah, how does that
here.
align with our clock?
My watch, which started right when theirs did, is at 4:50.
The time is shortening.
Wow.
We
You're
were
looking at
originally
7
told
minutes.
15. It was dwindled to 12, and clearly now all bets are
It
off.
seems like people are trying to target those that have more than one flag. You can see this sprint race
like
happening.
that guy.
That guy, I would love to. The white tank top,
Yeah.
get an interview with him. He seems to be killing this phase so far.
He had at least 3.
That quickness is just going to change everything. It really comes down to how quick you can be.
It seems like you kind of have to choose your spots, both offensively and defensively.
Oh, definitely.
I will say, for those listening at home, you should probably don't care. I would be terrible at this. What do you guys think? Like, I would actually be the worst. I would be an easy target. They could grab it pretty easily, and I don't think I'd be able to chase anyone down.
I've never seen you do anything athletically, so I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, I lost a lot of games of tag growing up, and I feel like this really is tag.
This is super close
It
to
is
tag.
tag. It is tag. It's
and,
tag for your
and
life.
I'm getting bad flashbacks of just, bullying. Oh my goodness. Such aggression.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was a great juke by the blue shirt.
Man, if tackling was allowed, that would be much different out here.
Oh, this would be
Nothing
intense.
egregious.
This is intense.
We need to get more intense waivers for next time.
Yeah. And then if that happens, maybe an age limit too.
Well, you got to.
No. Devontae brought his mouthpiece. He's fine. Ooh, great snag there. Brutal. That'd be me. Wow, he just quit. Yep.
They're getting tired. You have to at this point.
Coming up
Ladies
on
and
the
gentlemen, yeah.
6.5 minutes.
Unclear,
right.
by the way, who's in the safety zone to us. We're not entirely sure. There could be updates being sent through by the group, by the examiners, but it is dwindling
I was gonna say,
down.
that's it.
The
There's
final
All right.
horn has
That
just
is
sounded.
There's clearly less people out there at the end of that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Pretty clearly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was intense.
So we get to do that 3 more times.
Let's go.
That was intense, chat. What did you guys think overall? How you guys feeling, man?
That was
How are you guys feeling?
Heat 1 of Phase 2. 3 more heats to go.
We will get the numbers for how many people won shortly. We will have a member of the production team bring us those numbers so we can relay it to you all. White Tank Top was going crazy. He was bullying them out there.
Let's go, Will says. Will Green won first place. I love to see that.
Yeah, that was...
There were some dominant performances out there, you could tell.
Oh, most definitely.
Like, some people were just kind of like walking around, were losing their flags. Some were just accumulating flags and sprinting, That
Yeah.
was, to me, agility was part of it, but it honestly was the start and stop speed,
Yep.
which is the exact opposite of Phase 1.
Quickness.
Most
all about
definitely.
quickness.
This was very quick.
Burst acceleration.
And I
Exactly.
think seeing how chaotic that first round is, there are a lot of people who are standing around watching that first round and are editing their strategy as we're talking.
You
They're
know it.
definitely thinking, hey, this guy did this, it worked. This guy did this, it didn't work. What do you guys think about the guy who sat down on his flag? How do we feel about that, chat?
I absolutely love
That unlocked a strategy for some. You know it.
I'm not crazy about the sitting on the flag strategy.
Kind of cornering yourself.
You're kind of cornering yourself and lowering your
Yeah.
speed. I mean, you can't get got while you're on the ground. But,
Oh, do we have a winner?
Let's go.
All right.
Here
Pop
we
this
go.
on.
This
Go
was
ahead,
the
throw the
white tank
headset
top
on.
I was calling out in
Yeah.
the chat. He
Yo,
has
first
joined
off,
us
what's
at
your
the
name?
desk.
Oh, my name is Noah.
pull that up a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah. Noah?
Noah, yep.
Break
Yeah.
it down for us. How'd it
the
go?
chat loved you.
Well,
Hard to follow on camera, so we need your breakdown.
okay,
loves
so I had actually teamed up with some guys.
Smart.
We had a plan to kind of just protect each other and help each other get tickets and stuff.
Teaming up.
But-
Here we go.
Yeah, unfortunately that plan went to shit as soon as as soon as it started. I was like, okay, I just know not to go for them because those are my friends.
Every man
Right.
for himself out there.
Oh yeah, it was real. So I actually got my flag taken.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, if I can catch people slipping, I can get 4 more flags. Once they see, it was crazy. Once they see me with 3, everybody
They
starts
start
targeting me.
swarming
So
you.
Yeah.
I had to really start putting on the moves and juking them. But we got it done. And hey,
What place did you finish? Do you know?
I actually have no idea.
Okay.
And you made it. That's what matters.
That's
Yeah.
all I care about.
That's all that matters is
I
you
made
made
it.
it.
That's all that counts. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
here.
could see you on camera. It was pretty clear that
Yeah.
you were one of the front runners.
Oh my
out
gosh,
there.
yeah, you were
That's
moving
why
out
At
I
one
there.
point, we saw you with like 3 flags on you, and we're like, well, he's
Yeah.
clearly doing
He was
well.
killing
so.
it.
They were chasing you for sure. It was kind
yeah,
of crazy.
I was getting hunted
It
down.
seems like the
Yeah.
more flags you have, the more you're attacked out there.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely makes a really big target because everybody's trying to get their flags. And,
Yeah.
survive out there. So
how did it work? Take us behind the curtain a little bit, because we're a little bit confused when it comes to like which flags can be worth 3 points. Is that a part of this game still, or did they change that?
Yeah, so they did change the rules a little bit. There are no target flags. So what they did was your flag is worth 3, and all you had to do was get 1 for a total of 4. So
okay. Makes it go a lot faster.
So, but if you lose your flag, you need to find.
You have to find 4, which is what I ended up
That's
having.
what you
So
did.
you had to do that. Yeah.
So you went the hard way, but it don't matter. You made it.
I made it work.
Chat wants to know where you're from.
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
let's go.
Yep.
You from here. That's what's up.
Born and raised, baby.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Good luck
Yeah.
in phase
Thank
3.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy
Catch your
phase
breath.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm
We'll
gonna
see you
go
soon.
get some food.
Yeah, get
Yes,
some
sir.
food, catch
Hey.
your breath. You
Appreciate
killed it,
it.
man. You killed it.
Heat 2
Heat 2's
of
getting ready.
phase 2, Assassin. And that was really, really interesting to hear from him.
Losing
First
your
off,
flag.
yeah, that's the worst place to be in.
It
Yeah.
sounds like the best
You have
strategy
to protect
is hold
that
your
flag.
flag.
You have to protect
Hold
your
your
flag.
flag.
But I mean, yeah, talk about the road less traveled.
Oh my
100%.
gosh.
Like, how many people are going to be able to get out of that hole?
And
Losing
that-
your flag right
Y'all are
away,
crazy.
and then coming all the way back and getting 4. Yeah, incredible.
Unbelievable. That is such great context to know. That
I think
if
that's
you,
the more fun way to play it.
It's the more.
it's the
Belt
cooler
from
hole
the
to dig out of
first
for sure.
round,
But
yeah.
it's the
Give it back
definitely the
to
less.
us.
Yeah. It's,
Well,
yeah.
I think it's a testament to your grit, your determination, and how far you can go ultimately in all of the games.
Yep.
Because it is a bit easier if you could just target. I mentioned earlier, I'd be bad at it. If someone targeted me, grabbed my flag, and just walked off into the safety zone,
I'm done.
that's a little bit easier, right? Having to fight back from 0, going all the way. And now we are going to have the winner of phase 1, the first person to clear their name and stamp their ticket.
It's
Oh, and
Leorio.
look who it
You've
is.
gotta
Come
be
on
kidding me.
over, my guy.
There, pop this on.
Chapman wanted to talk to you all day. All right, Leorio.
So
How
you
we
just-
feeling?
so you just won
pull,
that?
pull your mic down a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
There you go.
First one to finish?
Yeah, it's first one to finish.
Killed that.
Yeah.
How'd it go? How'd the strategy work?
Bro, my strategy, I'm fasting for Ramadan, so I haven't eaten, I haven't drank anything all day. So, like,
Oh my goodness.
Thug.
yeah, I'm trying to minimize how much effort I put in. I played the corners, wait for someone to get really aggressive. As soon as they got aggressive, just went behind them, and then made a beeline as fast as possible, made it out, conserve as much stamina as possible, ready for the next
I
round.
love that.
So for the people
Wow.
watching at home, tell them why you're wearing a suit.
Why am I wearing a suit?
Yep.
I mean, honestly, I love a challenge. Like, I didn't know how hard it was going to be, so I was like, I got to make it as hard as possible for me. The briefcase, the suitcase, I wanted to make it a challenge for myself, and then it has been a challenge so far, so I'm happy I did it.
And so
Fasting, unbelievable.
yeah,
Yeah.
fasting,
That's
and
crazy.
you were what, top 50 in the run?
Yeah, top 50 in a run.
And then just won the first heat of phase 2. So early set on favorite here, guys. Definitely up there, right?
potentially.
I would definitely
Potentially.
say you're bringing a whole new
Yeah.
meaning to the
Yeah.
word fast, bro.
Yeah.
Double entendre, man.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
Yeah.
No,
I love that strategy, though. I'm curious to see if people will take that, what you did and what others did like you
Yeah.
out there in the next heat, because we were talking, like, the first heat of people going in phase 2 had no advantage. Yet everyone else has a huge advantage by seeing how it works, seeing the strategy,
Yeah.
seeing, I love that. Like, you played defensive, played kind of coy, no aggression. Someone gets aggressive, you take theirs, and then you run. That's, like,
Yeah.
brilliant.
You killed that. You
Yeah.
killed that.
Yeah, I feel like the longer you're in there, the harder it gets.
Most
like the more
definitely.
you run out of stamina, and the more everybody gets desperate, so it's like harder to capture. Fast as possible. That's the way to do it.
Strategies get in and out.
Yeah.
Get in and
Did
out.
you bring the briefcase out there with you?
Nah, I wanted to, but like,
Yeah, fair enough.
That would
You
have
need
been
both your hands.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
need-
really need to be
yeah.
You weren't allowed to
hands-free for
swipe
that.
with that?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they said I couldn't hit
use
someone with it,
shield.
so I was like,
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah.
So Labyrinth is next. How you feeling about that?
So is that I don't understand like what the obstacle course is. That's the obstacle course, right?
Maybe.
You'll find out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
I'm
It could be a
confident.
mirage.
I'm confident. I've been doing my pull-ups. I think I'm
Hey,
ready.
all right.
Ah,
I'm gonna be
okay.
honest. You've gone up my list as favorites, man.
Have you been doing your
I'm
pull-ups in
rooting
the
for
suit
you.
though?
I haven't done anything in the suit, honestly.
Okay, yeah. So it's all new.
Yeah, it's all
Bought
new.
that suit,
You've
man.
only gotten through 2 phases of the first Hunter exams. That's all
Yeah.
you've done
All
in
right.
the suit. Yeah.
It looks like phase. Thank you. Phase
Yeah.
2 is beginning.
Appreciate you guys,
We
man.
appreciate
Thank you so
man.
much.
Yeah.
We'll see you again soon.
Or Heat 2
Cheers.
is beginning.
Congratulations. Heat 2 has begun, and
Man.
people are off to an
It
action-packed
got
start.
started fast.
Action-packed. We have live, loud reactions happening in the crowd.
Instant-
Oh my
tackling.
goodness. Some tackling, some egregious contact.
Yeah.
People are getting
That
very
is
they're
aggressive.
fighting hard.
That's egregious.
Hey, boxing out there.
So who we were just talking to is talking about starting off coy, starting off slow. That's not what anyone's doing here in phase 2.
Wow. Man, they are killing this. They got Uvogen out there going crazy.
We're about a minute in.
Ooh, slippage.
Oh, a little slipping, but they not giving up. They are moving fast out there.
People got to watch their knees,
A lot
man.
of one-on-one battles. It looked like they just gave up and decided to work together.
So
It really is curious how people are going about.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Whoop,
spin.
spin move.
Spin.
Spin move.
So that's what Leoria was just saying. Is it's get your flags and get out.
Yeah.
Easier
Ooh,
said
a
than
rip
done.
and
Easier
Bound.
said- especially round 2.
Yeah.
Because now everybody wants to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, of course you want to just collect your flags and get out of there, but not the easiest thing to get out there and do.
Look at everyone zoned in, locked in.
Oh my! Look
Potentially
at
Literally
this.
fighting for a flag. His feet aren't on the ground.
Not egregious.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, no, that's egregious for sure.
You should be able to get that flag, I feel
I'm
like.
calling that
Oh
egregious.
my goodness!
What is happening?
Everybody in the chat is saying, go pink hair girl. Everybody is.
Our
for the
examiner,
pink hair
Matt,
girl.
said you could make one swipe of your flag, not hold on to it for dear life. I'm kind of confused
He
where
said
the
you could
up
hold
off
it,
the ground.
which I thought was questionable.
hold it.
This round
Which
has
I
been
don't-
fighting.
That means that you can just like hold. Yeah, I guess.
Lorian
that's,
Dean is on the field, who
Yeah.
is represented in one of our videos for today.
Oh yeah,
Shout out
there he
Lorian.
is.
Man, they are literally.
They are
booming
going
each other
at
out
it.
there.
Oh my
Look at that.
goodness.
This is wrestling.
And for anyone that missed the first heat, this is a much more aggressive showing.
Oh, definitely.
From this
First heat, everyone's relaxed. Everyone's chilling. Looks like we've got a few winners over there potentially.
Oh, yeah, we got some winners coming
Yeah.
through. Oh, they killed it. They look confident.
Is that Devontae?
Jumped out quick.
Potential? Oh, man, it's intense out there. This is where they start to get desperate. Here's where the desperation starts. You can hear it in the crowd.
Oh my goodness.
One-on-one fight.
It's really.
Oh, he
what a
got
snag,
it.
dude! He ripped it behind his back.
What
that
a
was
depressing
crazy.
move.
Talk about being like, if you do like karate or jujitsu or something, that was like some.
Oh, this is. I love that we have a camera out there in it.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, they're out there ready for action.
We're about the halfway point of this heat.
You got to use the cameraman as like a pick.
Right.
You got to hold it down. Oh, here
So
we go. We got a big battle out there. Spin move. Spin move. Cut out. Cut out. Ah, he tried to hit the cut. He didn't get it. All right. This round is a lot more aggressive. It looks like there are more women in this round. The red hair girl is holding, well, she was holding it down.
Oh,
She still got a chance, though. She still got a chance.
absolutely. But losing your flag is critical.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
the production team could get us an interview with her afterwards, chat loves her.
She needs 4 flags to
Yeah.
advance.
What if
Oh,
you?
oh.
What if you get your flag back?
You get your points back.
I don't think we've seen that yet, or at least not that we know of.
Oh, a dive for the
Ooh.
one on
loose
the
ball,
ground.
loose ball. Putting your body on the line.
They're moving full speed. Even at this time, you would think that they start to run out of energy, but they still got it.
It's now looking more like Heat 1. Some
Now
more
it's-
steady,
They're starting to
now
slow
they're
down a
starting to
little
get
bit.
tired. They're slowing up a little bit.
some more steady paces, maybe a little bit more mind games, trying
Yeah.
to pick your spots. Initially, though, off the horn,
I mean,
thunderous
Oh my
opening.
God.
that's the way to
Gosh.
do it. You have to get in and get out.
But everyone had the same thought. Yeah.
Oh, this
yeah.
person
Oh,
was injured. He's
no.
walking off the field. He got injured.
We hate to see that. I mean, that is just the worst thing. I mean, I assume that's pretty much just a disqualification, and you'd have to just.
Yeah, I mean,
Take a
his
step
eye
out.
was literally bleeding.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
We hate to see that, and that is some of that egregious,
Yeah.
I would say, physicality that can happen, and we don't know exactly how that happened, but you know, arms are flying, hands are swiping, people are holding on to flags,
One too
elbows are
many
flying.
uses of that Amaterasu. I don't know why I said that.
Oh my gosh.
They are moving though. This is getting intense.
So
Oh,
we're
wow.
coming up on 5:30 into it, and so you can
Brutal
tell.
hit
you
to
can,
the face,
Oh my
right under his
God.
eye.
He's holding it down though. He's laughing.
Dang.
Unreal.
He's tough.
Wow. This is
He
the
must have
hu-
caught an elbow.
This is the Hunter exam, folks.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the Hunter exam. If you earn that title of Pro Hunter, you earned it for real.
No blood, no foul. So I guess
Absolutely.
Yeah. They're killing that. All right, they're starting to slow down a little bit. They're getting a little tired. Less and less flags are out there. Oh, there's Lorian.
Yep.
Juking, moving. He's holding it down. He's keeping the flag. Oh,
These
he's still
guys
got
getting
it.
cornered. This guy's getting cornered.
Come on.
Holding on to the
Oh,
flag. There's time.
and that's GG's. That is GG's.
Wow.
So everyone that remains on the field.
Wow.
That's it. Everyone that you just saw right there in the field shaking hands, they are disqualified because they were not able to get the 4 points required, which comes from your flag with 3 points and someone else's with 1. Or,
They put the effort in.
like our previous interviewee, got 4 people's different flags. Wow. Heat 2. That was exciting.
That was intense. That was intense and a lot of fun. If the next 2 heats look like that one,
yeah,
we got some heat coming.
And by the way, just shout out, like I mentioned a bunch laying out the Phase 2 rules previously, 33%, 33%. It's kind of a random percent. It's going to be around 33%.
Yeah.
But
it might be less.
Yeah, it might be less. It could potentially be more. But, I mean, I would say it kind of seems like maybe half of the participants that go out there come back with a flag or come back, like, happy. So it's pretty crazy to see just how each and every person walks off and just, you know, their natural reaction. But I will say, you can definitely see from the very beginning when everyone comes off the field, man, is it tiring.
Yeah,
being out there. Like I know we mentioned.
All right.
We mentioned
have
jumping down.
An interview.
Here we go. Come on in.
Just come on over. Put on the headset. The chat absolutely loved you. What's your name?
My name's Melody. Wait, do I have the mic right?
Yeah,
you're good.
You're good.
Yeah, my name's Melody. Hello.
How you feeling
They were asking for you in the chat.
Yeah,
Really?
they loved
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Hi,
they said you were going
everyone.
crazy.
Man, I was trying, but yeah, this phase 2 is no joke. Wow.
Yeah.
And some of the contestants, they really wanted it. Not that I didn't want it, but those little kids, man, they kick you and it's like, what can I do? I probably have 10 years on you guys. And it's like, I don't know, maybe be a little more brutal, but I don't think I have that in me. So.
Yeah, well, for what it's worth, I don't know that they advanced either. I think they just walked by, so I don't know that they got through either. Yeah. What's the strategy going into something like that? Is there one? What are you thinking going in?
From, like, if I were to be able to redo it, definitely having, like, a faction, like a team with you, because those guys that were all, like, muddled up and then watching each other's flags, like, that takes some real trust going into the game, especially if you came here solo. Like, I'm here solo, so it's like trying to rely on other people, which maybe I should have tried to done that a little more to protect myself, knowing that, like, I am, like, an easier target to go after in a game like this.
Right.
So probably, yeah, making alliances and then grouping up for that.
Most
that would get
definitely.
you through this phase.
Absolutely. We speculated on that a bunch today before Phase 2, and it seems like it actually did happen. It is what's happening. By the way, you said you're alone. The chat is with you. The chat absolutely
you're not
loves
alone.
you.
You were
They're
a
all
fan
rooting for
favorite
you.
by far.
Yeah, you're the first girl interviewer we're having today, so thank you for joining us. And by the way, one more question. Like, you saw Heat 2, like the second heat, so much more aggression. Did you expect that?
Yeah,
Because it felt like in
I
the
didn't.
first one, it was so chill, and then the second one just, boom, it just burst.
I didn't expect that for, like, the phase 2. And, like, phase 1 was, like, not that aggressive, so I was like, okay, I could probably go into something like that. That's why, like, I ran so quickly. I'm like, let me get into this one. And then I think, too, like, for future exams, you should watch who's volunteering to go in. Because if you see a group of, like, a bunch of younger kids, like, little kids, they, man, those, like,
avoid
they'll
them.
get you. And, like, I feel like the bigger players, like, the players I was more scared of playing against, like, the ones who went in the first heat, they played with a lot more integrity, and they probably would have been better people to play against.
Yeah, that heat 2 was very, very intense. A lot of action. There was a kid with his eye bleeding.
Yeah.
That was intense. Very much. You're a Hunter x Hunter fan, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah, I love Hunter x Hunter. You know, I have a Phantom True tattoo.
Epic. What are your top three favorite Hunters?
Top 3. Okay, I might get, like, a lot of hate for this, but, like, I love Hisoka. Like,
Hisoka's
Illumi.
the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, like,
Dude.
Illumi, and then Killua. Like, I just love, like, those dark, mysterious characters.
Yeah.
So that's why I like them as my top 3, because, like, they just kind of reel you in. It's like, wow, like, I don't know, they have so much backstory.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Most definitely. Do you have anybody you want to shout out or anything you want to say?
Shout out to everyone at Sterling Optical, to my girls, to Victoria, Jenny, Dr. Ali. I know y'all are watching this, and thank you so much for supporting me. And I'm glad I made it this far, you know?
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
so, there's no phase 3 for you, but still made it to phase 2, and we hope to see you predominantly when, there's a next one. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
Congratulations.
much.
Yeah, thank you for participating.
It's been such a good experience.
And thanks for stopping by. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
We have somebody coming over. We're going to get a...
It's going to be very interesting to hear about the strategy and what can happen on the field of play before Heat 3 is about to kick off.
This is going to get intense.
Welcome into the
What's
stream.
up? What's
How
up?
you doing? What's your name?
I'm Dub. DUB. Nice to meet
Dub.
What up,
Dub.
Dub? What's up, man?
Did
What's
you just
up?
get a dub?
I've managed to get through.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So how'd that happen?
It was honestly, I'd say, a lot of luck involved. That ended up being a lot more chaotic than I thought it was going to
It
be.
was intense.
But honestly, the main thing kept the flag, but then time was winding down. The opportunities I had, I choked, and I was like, I guess you're kind of done. And this super cool guy I was talking to right before, we were just on the sidelines, some guy named Tim Martin. Shout out Tim Martin.
Shout out Tim Martin.
But basically what happened is it's like 20 seconds left. Cool. New rule came in. Sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Just power through.
Anyway, so yeah, 20 seconds left. I'm pretty much also sprained ankle, so I can't really chase anybody.
Ooh.
And then I'm kind of like, that's it. And this dude, Tim Martin, walks up, total anime moment, and just goes, hey, man, is that your flag? And I'm like, yeah, this is the flag I started with. He's like, take this. Gives me the flag because it wasn't his, so it was only worth 1 point to him.
Yeah.
And he just was like, you take this and go on. And I
So you
and I
were
walked
given a
into-
flag.
Wow.
Incredible.
So you've inherited the will of Tim Martin.
I've inherited the will of Tim Martin.
Okay,
Martin.
so you're
Gosh.
fighting for 2 people now.
He just told me, like, go do great. Man, he really does have a face where just like, and I was like,
That's an
I feel
anime
it.
moment
That's
for real,
incredible.
man.
We
Wow.
need Tim Martin on this stream.
He's a legend. Super cool guy. So yeah, that was my
Is this your first time meeting him?
yeah
Real
yeah.
anime moment, man.
Yeah,
That is
truly
phenomenal.
anime moment, like the twinkle and everything.
No
You're just
kidding.
like,
Wow,
But
that is
yeah.
amazing. Congratulations.
thanks
Yeah,
so much.
congrats
Gonna-
on
We'll see you in round 3.
awesome. Hopefully I'll make it. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see you after, we'll see you after
We'll
3.
see you later.
Cool. Bye, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate you.
So the rule that just came in for the Heat 3, which is pretty interesting considering the participants that took place in Heat 1 and Heat 2, I'd be a little pissed if I were them. But for Heat 3 and beyond, you cannot hold your flag. There's no
flag
more.
holding.
Zach was on this. Zach noticed this immediately. I can't believe now it's actually finally happening.
Flag holding, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, there we
All
go.
right,
That's
and
3.
we are right back in it with
Well,
Heat 3.
well, we saw the one guy that was holding onto his flag and when was dragged to the ground
He was
holding onto
getting
the
pulled by
flag.
his
We've
I
seen
think that constitutes a rule change.
holding
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Oh,
The
here
rule-
we go. We got more flag holding.
Oh,
my
goodness.
Egregious
Yeah.
flag
Yeah,
holding.
that
crap.
is what
Crazy
exact-
holds.
Yeah,
That was
literally a
egregious
minute
flag
ago said
holding.
you can't do that.
All right, we got a lot of speed coming this round. People
can't-
moving, trying to stay light on
Ooh,
their
very
feet.
aggressive grab. Oh my goodness.
Good
It's like
grab.
They just traded flags. They just traded flags. What a crazy moment we just caught
So
on
they
camera
went
for you
from
guys.
each having 3 to each having 1 point.
Yeah, that's a wild, wild thing.
Yeah, flag trade is not in your favor.
You'd almost want to just hand it back to him.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Here, man.
Yeah.
Take it.
Right?
I'll go get another one.
It
Yeah, we
seems
got a lot of
like
people holding on to their originals.
strategy-wise, get close and try to wrap around to grab from behind quickly.
Yeah, I think that's the
Ooh.
best way. Quick burst, grab it, get out of there.
There's also a lot of it seems kind of like hunter and prey out there, predator and prey, where you can kind of just be the prey, take your time, roll on your back a little bit, seem like you're an easy target, and then burst with speed, get around, grab it from behind.
Venus flytrap method.
Exactly.
All right, we got. Oh, here we go. He's going. He tried to go for it. Didn't work out. Little flag holding going on. Little flag holding. Little flag holding.
It's kind of hard to not hold the flag. It seems like very
Oh my
kind of.
How do you get out of that?
Whoa!
Didn't get
A
out of
damn
it.
near tackle.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Showing off some elusiveness, though.
Here we go.
This is good action right here.
Wow. It kind of becomes pockets on the field from the wide angle, as you guys can see. Like
Yep.
each little area, kind of each quadrant almost, the action just kind of takes over in each one. And then there's just those streakers running across. And it's kind of unclear while we're watching, like, which spot you're at, because the one key thing that we're missing in context, do you have your flag or do you have someone else's flag?
It's hard for us to know whether people have their own flag, and it seems like a little bit of rain is coming down.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that's not good.
This might get interesting. We'll see.
If that's the case,
We'll be
there's
on the move.
A lot
Yeah.
of
I mean, you know,
a lot of electricals out here with no cover.
the storm is always here.
We will fight through for you guys, though. The chat will stay alive.
Oh, All Might's going crazy. Come on, All Might. Lock in All Might plus Ultra. Get your plus Ultra moment. He's holding it down.
Some participants are
back
also
in
trying to
action.
field questions to us. We do not know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
We are here for you guys listening right now.
You got to
Oh,
ask
yeah.
the chat.
It's happened once or twice today. I'm just like, I don't know that we're the people to ask.
There's a lot of team-ups happening, which I think is the best possible scenario.
I mean, we look reliable. We're very reliable.
Oh,
but we don't
yeah.
have all the answers.
Super trustworthy.
And we are busy
Oh, we
calling
see
this
that
incredible
barrel
tackle.
roll. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Super not allowed.
Did he
Is
get
that egregious?
Does he
Oh,
keep his flag?
That's the head examiner that
Oh,
stepped
he kept
in
his
there.
flag, and he's back on the move. Here he goes, trying to corner.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh.
Steve.
People were calling for
Good
Steve.
dude, you can't too.
Oh, no. You can't protect your
Oh,
flag.
he can't too.
Brutal.
He can't too.
Ah.
He tried though.
A lot of work to do from there.
All right, here we go. We got a lot of people who still have their flags,
Just over 3 minutes into this heat.
and here's where their stamina is going to start to taper off a little bit. We can see they're starting to get tired. We got people who are trying to hold the back line, stand on the edge, and then get ready to attack when it's time to attack.
Cotton Candy Poppy in the chat, please let me know if you think that was egregious. We are on pure egregious walk here in phase 3, or sorry, phase 2, heat 3, Assassin.
The word of the day is egregious.
I know. Our examiner Matt said that one time, and now it is our. That is the line we are trying to draw in these games.
There's no true definition that will apply to this phase here, but you know it when you see it.
Come on, boy.
To be egregious or not to be egregious, that is the question.
It does seem like the added rule of no holding the flag was to decrease egregiosity.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. They're trying to bring down the egregiousness, for sure.
This heat needs to be wrapping up soon, right?
Yeah,
it's just over 4 minutes.
It's getting close.
It feels
There's not that many flags left.
The second 2 heats have been so just on fire at the beginning, and then it just cools off immediately. And it starts to kind of feel like there's just running out of flags. And there's, think about it, the less and less people on the field, the more and more space there is. And it really, you can feel that.
Most definitely. All Might is still out there. Will he be able to plus Ultra and get, or will he pass his will on to Deku? Has his flames of All for One already been extinguished? Or is this golden era All Might? We will find out soon. We will find out.
Beautiful wide shot there of the
soon.
full field of play. You can see how many field judges we have out there to test and observe how much egregiousness is happening on the field of play.
You can see how tired they're getting. They got tired fast. They started off very aggressive at the beginning of this round and tired out really quick.
If you're still out there, you have about a minute left.
It's going
to
be
make
hard.
something
Oh
happen.
boy, we have a scuffle going on here. Look at the field judge getting in.
All right,
getting
get that
involved.
VAR.
Wow, some conversation back and forth here between some of the potential contestants.
That's our head examiner
a
right
red
there
card?
getting involved.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh, she's not even feeling it no
Tempers
more.
are flaring.
This is getting intense.
I mean, this is a brutal battle. This is the desperate moment of Phase 2 Assassin. We are just moments away from it being the end of Heat 3.
Oh, here we go. Is this a flagpole?
Whoa.
Oh, almost. Man, that guy was fast.
Oh, we know him.
He
was
got up out of there
profiled.
quick. This All Might cosplay is egregious, according to chat. He's killing it. I like All Might. Shout out Toshinori Yagi. All right. It's starting to slow down. I think people are starting to kind of give up.
A bit of a
Oh, wait a minute.
there. Whoa.
Oh, he kept
got
his
a flag.
That's it.
And that. Oh, did he make it? Did that
I mean,
count?
that might be. I imagine at this point in the competition, that's 2 of other people's flags. That'd be 2 points. And of course, you need 4 to get through to Phase 3.
That was indeed intense. Still not as intense as round 2, but intense nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, I really just feel like, you know, it was interesting talking to our last interviewee. She kind of seemed like maybe that first phase, that first heat, would have been best to compete in.
It might have been. I feel like the first one, everybody was kind of feeling each other out. They were trying to find out what it was doing. So if you could be the one aggressor in the chill round, that was the way to go. Because after people see how it works and what's happening, it was on and popping.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it was on like Donkey Kong. It's been crazy since that first phase. Like each one has started off so unbelievably hot, and now it seems like the 4th phase could be even more. Because now I feel like if you go into the 4th heat, you feel the sense of this is my last chance. This is the final chance to get into Phase 3. Even though you've just been waiting your turn, just been waiting around, biding your time, and it did also seem like we picked up that you could also volunteer to go, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
we didn't get that context
It
before.
seems like you had some say over what heat you were in.
I would like to
some
mention
extent.
that Trunky has qualified. I don't know if Trunky qualified, but we also have interviewed him. We interviewed him after Phase 1, maybe potentially after Phase 2.
Yeah,
if
I'm
we
not
can
sure
get
if
eyes on
Trunky
him.
qualified or not. I'm not sure. All right. Here we have a Phase 2 Heat 2 winner coming over to talk to us. Come on over.
Right on.
So this is our first winner
Pop that on.
from Phase 2 Heat 2, which was the round before
Hey, welcome on.
last.
Thanks for joining
Hey,
us.
welcome in.
What's
What's
your
your name?
My name is Brenier Muldrow.
Awesome.
How'd it go?
Awesome.
What was your
How was
strategy
it?
out
Oh my
there?
gosh, it was kind of hard.
You don't say.
I do have my boyfriend here, and we did link up with another guy, and we kind of just went towards the safe zone, kept
Okay.
my back towards the safe zone. It's hard out there with these guys. I can't lie. They are very, they have a lot of agility and they're kind of big. So keeping my back towards the safe zone was pretty much it and keeping close to those two guys.
Was there any flag exchanging between your team, like your quote-unquote teammates? Or were you all out on your
no.
own?
We were all trying to help each other out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it was definitely a group effort, trying to keep our backs to each other. And like really, they were like, just let someone come to us. Someone's going to come to us and they're not going to know we're together. And then boom, we're going to get them. So
I feel like that's the smartest way. If you're by the safe zone, the second you get a flag, you step back, you're good.
And then while I was in there, I just waited I'm watching my boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, no, someone's coming up, or I'm having his back sitting there trying to
kind of
keep him
coaching
focused.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Okay, corner man.
Yeah.
It's really wild because earlier we were speculating like, oh, what would we do? Like, how would it work if we had a team like go like kind of like back to back and try to like space things out? That seems kind of like what you did in actuality. It's so cool.
Because honestly, I can't lie. My boyfriend, he got caught up. He got taken twice, and he really got taken right at the safe zone. He slid in there, and the guy was like, "Oh no, he's good. He got it." Like,
wow,
it was
So
so close. Yes, he advanced.
Okay, but barely.
Okay, cool.
But barely. He made it right in there, and like the guy was like right on his.
Your whole
flag.
team advanced.
Our whole team advanced.
Wow.
Epic.
So I'm very grateful for my two teammates.
Now, so did all of you have your flag, like your own flag, then someone else's?
Yes,
Okay.
and I feel like that's honestly the best way to go, and that's why we decided to stay close to the safe zone, because really, if you're out in the middle, you're really vulnerable, and getting 4 is harder than 1. So that was really our goal.
We talked to one person that got all 4, and it was like, wow, that is an
oh my
unbelievable
gosh.
feat.
right away, collected 4.
I give it to him because
Yeah,
I don't
right?
know if I could have did it without them. Like for
Yeah.
real, I was kind of like, I'm ready to be a spectator this time. These guys look like they're ready to get it in.
Well, hey, you're not. Phase 3 Labyrinth's coming right up.
I know.
Yeah.
Good luck.
What do
Thank
you
you.
What do you expect from Phase 3?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Really, this whole thing, how they set it up, is so.
Yeah.
It's so mysterious that
Yeah.
I'm really just trying to take it time by time, keep my legs warmed up, don't get tight.
Absolutely.
You know.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very
well, it's
smart.
mysterious for us too.
Yeah,
So.
I bet.
Yeah.
But no, this is a great event for the
Yeah.
first time. I'm happy to be here.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Awesome. Anybody you want to
congratulations.
shout out or?
Shout out to my mom and Malachi's mom. Hey, y'all. I hope you're watching.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We'll see you in
thank
Phase
you.
3.
Oh, yes.
All right, Phase 4 is getting set up as we speak. The final phase. It is going to get intense. There's going to be a lot of desperation. I'm excited to see how this goes.
So this is the last round of Assassin. This is going to be the final people to move on to Labyrinth in Phase 3. So it's a big one. And after this, we will be taking a short break. Just look out for that. But we definitely expect to not have as much of a big break that we did from Phase 1 and Phase 2. For those of you that have been hanging out with us all day, you know what we are talking about. But if you've just joined us, welcome, number 1. And secondly, it will not be a very long break between Phases 1 and Phase 2.
All right. Field of play is set up. This is it. It's the last few people that are going to advance to Phase 3 out there somewhere. We've already talked to a few people that have advanced, and yeah, the strategy of just camping out by the safe zone, that makes sense to me.
It's interesting. All different strategies so
Yeah,
far.
really a wide range for sure.
It's been excellent interviews because we've gotten the behind the scenes of how it's gone out there. And really, as you guys can tell from watching the field of play, all sorts of interactions, you know, in terms of the hand holding. Heat 4 has begun for Phase 2. This is the final round of Phase 2, and a lot of aggression off the bat. I'm already seeing it on the field of play. A lot of speedsters. This seems like a very, very fast heat out on the field of play right now. We will give you all the live updates that we can get.
Well, same thing with the last 2 heats of this have started pretty much the same way. A lot more aggression than the first heat that we saw. And you wonder what the agenda is for so many. Is there a strategy? Is there an agenda? Is it a free-for-all? Curious people in the chat, what would you do? What do you think would be most effective? Because it sounds like there's no real right or wrong answer.
Devontae's mom is wondering in the chat if he did advance, and she's asking if before we break we can know if he advanced or not. I will try my best to get a Devontae update for you if we know he is moving on to Phase 3. Looking on Heat 4 for Phase 2 right now, the field of play is very spread out as it typically gets. It feels like some people have already broken through, gotten that flag they desperately need, and are moving on to Phase 3 soon. The field of play is dwindling. Those are getting into the safe zone and moving on to Labyrinth. Wow, there's some physical contact going on out there. I wouldn't say anything egregious so far. We're on still egregious watch, ladies and gentlemen, but nothing so far. The goggles look is interesting. Keeping away, maybe he saw the past injury and thought, you know what?
Yeah.
I need some eye protection.
Don't want that to happen to me. It makes sense. Yeah. Why not? Better safe than sorry out here today. Even if contact like that is not allowed, doesn't mean it can't happen.
This game, in many ways, feels like you need eyes in the back of your head. Yeah. Constantly looking over your shoulder. If you were like light-footed and swift, that has to be your biggest advantage.
Yep. Two minutes down.
Feels like those are teammates right there talking to each other.
And these have been going roughly.
They don't have any flags to grab. That's kind of a funny interaction, right?
Yeah.
When you look at someone, neither of you have a flag, and it's like, hey, man,
you're in
trouble.
trouble.
You know, the Spider-Man point, but,
yep.
you know, not a positive one.
It's been really interesting what we've been seeing as these heats have gone down to about the 5-minute mark when there's about 60 seconds to go to make something happen. That's kind of when things ramp up a little bit more again. Of course, we once again saw a really fast start. And it'll be a fast finish to see who might be able to make a comeback and get back into things.
This field has dwindled down a lot. Zach, did you start a timer on this heat
by
chance?
We're 2:37 in.
We're only 2:37 in.
Yep.
It feels like this one's already dwindling down. It kind of just seems like the game was figured out more and more as we worked through, and that those that do have that top-notch physical ability, light on their feet, swift, fast, maybe have some training, potentially even football players or any kind of that style of player, have been moving on pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's been the football players and like martial artists mainly.
We need to find some people with cleats on too, see how they did.
I feel like that has to be an advantage in a situation like
you know
this.
it is. Yeah, has to be.
I just came down from over near the field to play. It is electric.
Yeah.
The energy is insane. You can hear the crowd cheering when a flag is taken. They're on the field going absolutely insane. Oh, we got a little fight.
J. Roddy in the chat shouting out the
He went
older
for a
gentleman in the competition. There, by the way, quick rule update. Absolutely no age restrictions of any time. You can't be too young, can't be too old to compete in the inaugural Hunter Games.
The chat just asked for an update on Alfredo. On my way from back from the bathroom, I actually ran into Alfredo.
Oh, yeah?
I asked him if he made it onto the next round, and his answer was no.
Oh wow. Our winner of the run, our Phase 1 winner.
The winner of Phase 1 was not able to make it through Phase 3, but he was in good spirits. He had great energy about it. So
But it goes to show you our whole point leading up to this was that how different the skills are. I mean, there's endurance involved in the first two phases for sure, but very different kinds.
Yeah, it looks like there's some love for the older gentleman competing right now in Heat 3, so maybe we can talk to him afterwards, see how it goes. You know, win, lose, draw.
we have Hisoka out there on the field. He's working, trying to get it done. It looks like his flag may have been taken.
Oh, wow, some aggression out there.
So all of these heats
Someone's
have been
sitting on
going
the
for
ground.
usually about 6 minutes, which means there's about a minute and a half to go.
All right, here's where they start to get desperate. The energy gets low. They know the time's getting low. Hisoka ran out of tricks, but he might try something anyway. Let's see what he has. Bungee gum, both
Come
rubber
from behind.
and glue.
No flag. Got to look out.
Up, Netero looks like he got his flag taken.
Plenty of hand swiping. That rule definitely stayed. There's been plenty of hand swiping, absolutely. Things are winding down right now in Heat 4, Phase 2. People are exhausted, ready to get on to the next phase and just try to somehow get a flag to move in.
We got some love for Hisoka. They want to see him get to the next round. Will he be able to pull it out?
Generally speaking, there were less people, I would say, dressed up for the occasion in that way, like a cosplay kind of a way. Most people came here deathly serious, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, a lot of them came prepared, and they were just ready. They have full athletic gear. Outside of Leorio in the full suit, Hisoka with the makeup. A lot of people have just been coming in workout gear.
Roughly 25 seconds
Someone is now closing in on that safety zone. Congrats to them moving into Phase 3 Labyrinth, which is coming very soon. Once again, as this last heat ends of Phase 2 Assassin, we are moving into Phase 3, which is Labyrinth. We're going to have a lot of information in on that when we get back from break. It
Labyrinth
is a
gonna be
very,
intense.
very exciting phase. And I'll let you know a little something. There is a choice. There is a player choice that comes in with Labyrinth that we will break down after our break coming up.
And that is the round We will see who made it, who did not. We'll try to get you a couple interviews before we go on break. This round has been intense. A lot of the forerunners who we thought might make it the whole way weren't able to make it through round 2.
We have an interview coming in now.
We'll see what happens. All right, we have an interviewee on the way. Let's see what's going on. Give y'all some more information, chat. All right, come on over.
Here we go.
Come on over. Yep, right there.
Hi, chat.
Pop it on.
Yep.
Where do I look at, though?
You can look at the camera.
Yeah.
Or us.
Would you lower this down for
Pull
us?
your mic down a little bit.
There you go. There you go. Now we can hear you. Yeah.
What's up? What's your name?
My name is Winged C.
Winged C.
Yeah.
And you advanced?
Yep.
Right on. Welcome
What
to
heat
phase
were
3.
you in?
I'm excited.
Yeah, as you should be.
Which heat?
For the running?
Which round?
I did both, but I was the third round.
Third
for
round.
the
Oh, okay.
assassin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How'd you go? How was your strategy? in
So
that
my
one?
strategy was to my strategy
It's a good
was to look-
strategy.
it was to look at like a target and just kind of like look intimidating, so that way people didn't want to take my flag. I put
Okay.
my thing around in the center because people are doing it on the back, but like they're getting sneaky shots with like grabbing the flag.
Yeah.
So I'm a wrestler and an MMA fighter, so if I see someone, I mean, we're not supposed to touch each other, but I'm not letting anyone get around there. For sure,
Okay.
Chad.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
We saw the
respect
footage.
it.
There was a lot of physicality. on
There
the
was a lot more
field.
physicality
Yeah.
than expected.
I mean, this is the Hunter exams, Chad.
I mean,
Yeah.
look,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
how it rock. That's what happens. There's not much you can do at the end of
Yeah.
the day. You kind of have to have a certain level of physicality in order to get to the next round.
Yeah, I also got passed in the first round by 17-year-olds, and I was like, wow, chat. I'm like, this is the Gon and Killua that are passing me. Literally, two 17-year-olds. I was like, that's Gon and Killua.
Yeah. Yeah. How was phase 1 to phase 2? Obviously
Phase
very
1
different.
was very hard. Phase 2 was just stressing. I was just kind of like, all right, I don't know how the point. The biggest thing was like, once I heard the rules, I breathed a sigh of relief because I was like, all right, so all I have to do is just take one flag. Like, well, I originally heard like from rumors that it was like 5. I had to like take 5 points, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take it from big
Yeah.
burly men type shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
And now having seen it, like that, really how it ended up playing out, the rules they set made the most sense. Because
Yeah.
like if it had been
Yeah.
more, it would have had to go on for way too long. Like because people burn out. It's pretty hard to just keep going for that much time. Even though it ended up being what, sub 10 minutes every round. I'm pretty
Real.
sure.
It's
Real.
tough. It's tough.
Yeah. So
You excited
phase-
for? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Phase
so you-
3. Phase 3. Labyrinth. What do you expect?
I hope I fly just straight to the finish. I don't even want to touch the ground. I just want to jump, and hopefully God's gonna give me like some super anime powers that I just like, I'm like straight to the finish line.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
Hey,
if that
we'll be on the
happens, we'll be
lookout.
sure to capture the moment.
We'll definitely
Awesome,
catch that
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Best
right.
of luck.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for
Appreciate
joining
you
us.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you for
yeah.
having.
We'll be sure to watch you at phase 3.
Awesome. See you guys. Wing
Yeah.
see you out.
Ready for action?
Oh yeah. Everything's in place.
All right, Hisoka. What's your name, first of all?
My real name is Mikey.
Mikey.
Yeah.
How you feeling after that?
Oh, a little tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an intense heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the strategy going into something like that?
I had a team going. We should like guard the little like safe areas, and then pretend that we're attacking each other. That way, someone will come up to us and then like take their flag. But it didn't work out as planned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So first off, chat loves you. Chat, huge Hisoka fans, it
supporter.
seems like, and they're rocking with you heavy, man.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't make it through, correct?
Nah.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
hey. Happens to the best of us, but you made it through first round.
Yeah.
Second round was kind of intense.
Yeah, it was.
But, it is what it is.
How would you compare phase 1 and phase 2? Phase 2, I mean, from where we could see,
Yeah.
so intense, especially after that first round. It
Oh,
seemed like
yeah.
after the first round, everyone kind of got an idea of what to do, and it became a lot more aggressive up the
Yeah,
jump.
I think after the first round, the second round was like more chaos. People were just planning and like plotting, but it was really fun though. Like it was just enjoyable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on getting this far.
Yeah.
Getting through the first phase is a huge deal.
Yeah. And we'll see you at any future Hunter exams.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
always next
Yeah.
time, hopefully.
There's
Yeah.
always next time. There will be a next time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hopping on with us. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Congratulations.
Sure.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for having me.